I certainly hope so. People will read it that way. And I think that the University Press of Florida, that was their impression. And reinvention is a very common story in Miami, I have to say. So many people come here and they reinvented themselves and they have moved forward. I always say that when I came to Miami, I had run out of things I was not good at. I had wanted to be an editor in book publishing in New York. And before that, I wanted to be a college professor and earn a PhD. I received my master's degree in comparative literature from the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill. And then I entered the PhD program in English literature. But I decided, more talented people than I was were having trouble getting jobs. And I didn't want to be a gypsy scholar. So then I started doing book publishing. And then while I was in New York, I started writing for Art News magazine. I did some book reviews for that. So when I came down here, the editors asked me, would you like to be the Miami correspondent for Art News magazine? And I said, well, yes. And so actually, I don't think people always realize that, but my first art reviews were published in Art News magazine before they were published in the Miami Herald. And Helen Cohen, the previous art critic, saw them and she asked me to come down for an interview at the Miami Herald building. And I will never forget that. There were typewriters at the Miami Herald building. There were computers. Everyone had a computer, but some people had to share a computer. There were typewriters. And I remember I asked Helen, she said, I want you to go review this show at the Miami-Dade Public Library, the main library. And because I had come from New York, where I was used to walking all over Manhattan, walking, the city blocks, I said, oh, Helen, can I just walk there? And she gave me this look. No, not a good idea. I mean, now downtown has changed so much that theoretically you could, but at that time there were lots of stores that were all shuttered and it was just completely different, obviously, than it is now.